You forgot to invite someone and start the party.
Okay, so good afternoon. We are so today is Friday and we are having our mid-cap Nifty expiry. So we can see a spike over here currently going on. Okay, so the levels already got broke, and this was the level which we are looking into since morning. So while looking into the technicalities, we can just see a pattern over here, right? So currently it's showing a kind of breaking out. Okay, so it's a 5-minute candle. It's currently going on. Okay, so while coming to the while coming to this heat map, you can also see all the bank sectors and majority of the sectors are in a green today, right? So Nifty is currently running. It is currently running away resistance. So while doing this top-down analysis, we can see that the Nifty is currently at the resistance. Okay, so here we can also see a gap over this zone, which the Nifty not yet filled. Okay, so if there's a spike over there, we can see that the market will fill this gap till 22,136. Okay, so while coming to our OI starts in Nifty, put OIs are higher. Bank Nifty also, we can see that the put OI is more in Bank Nifty also. Okay, so overall we can see a support, and today we are only looking for a bullish momentum and a long position. So okay, so today we are not going for any more shorts. So let's see what will happen. So currently when we look into the price action, we can what we can see is a triangle, right? A triangle over this zone. It's already filled this imbalances over this zone. Fine, this imbalance, this in previous the imbalance already got covered here. It's still consolidating. Once it gives us one more down, a fall to this range, we can go for a long. That too in Nifty also, if the market if the market comes to this zone, we can plan a long position again. Okay, so we can see a kind of a kind of flat pattern over here. And about Bank Nifty shows a double top. It's a consolidating actually. You can't see any direction at present. Okay, so yeah, mid-cap Nifty is taking long. So in a 3 minutes time frame, yeah, we are also having a pivot over this zone. So we will go for a long position if the market reaches somewhere else here, and our stop loss will be around 22,074. Okay, and while coming to the OI is still the put side OI is still high in Bank Nifty as well as in Nifty. So yeah, we will be only looking for a call side opportunity today. So that's it. So it's somewhere in the middle right now. We don't have any clear entry points. Okay, so the mid-cap Nifty is mid-cap Nifty, so it's actually initiated the movement from here, and we missed one entry over this point. Okay, and in our live account, it's already the positions are already running, and Today's PNL is almost around negative 28,000, but overall still we are in a profit of 27,000. Fine. So these are our current algo positions running. See, this is one of the clear-cut idea that we get after technical analysis. Why? Because here we were having a small kind of imbalances and got covered here, and this gap, okay, this today it formed a gap down opening, right? This gap already got filled. Okay, this gap already got filled, and again it's a kind of consolidation. We are not receiving any kind of confirmation. The Bank Nifty is still showing a momentum. Okay, the thing is that we are not having any more entry points here. Okay, if we enter random, it will be, will you miss out? Okay, miss out something if we enter random. So our risk rewards or position sizing all will be going wrong if we enter in somewhere between, right? Okay, so this is about Nifty, and while coming to Bank Nifty, yeah, still yeah, still see a trend line here, right? And still see a kind of trend line. It's actually trading in between this trend line and a kind of channel actually, and this horizontal is a support. So for an option buying, we are not getting a proper entry point right now. So we are still waiting. So let's look at today's morning movements. So Nifty already made a gap down opening today, and it made a gap down opening even though it was a gap down opening. And in the top down analysis, we can see that there was a level, there was a zone around 22,000, which was, there was a zone around 22,000 which act as a support and resistance zone. We call it as a flip zone, right? So even though the market just opened a gap down or show some gap down, in 1 minute candle we can actually plot a kind of inverted head and shoulders, right? An inverted head and shoulders was formed, so that a confirmed uptrend was there, and immediately after this gap filling, the market shows some kind of rejection over 22,010. Okay, and that's on it shows some kind of rejections. Then it again came down and took the rejection from our zone, our flip zone, that is around 22,070. Okay, so that what happened, and it start consolidating in that zone. Okay, so meanwhile today is Friday and it's mid cap Nifty expiry today, right? So even though mid cap Nifty also shows some gap down, but once Nifty reaches this resistance, mid cap Nifty also started showing a sideways momentum. Okay, so still, yeah, it's taking the momentum, and in Nifty also still we are not having much confirmations. Okay, we don't have any kind of confirmations for a long entry. We have the confirmation, but we don't have an entry point. Okay, we don't have a proper entry point till now, so we are actually waiting for that. You know that today is a, by seeing the chart itself we can see today is a trending day, right? Today is a trending day, but unfortunately we are at this time, okay, after 2 o'clock, we are not able to see some kind of entry points, some good entry points where we can ride our positions. Okay, so whereas even though the Nifty is showing some kind of bullishness, Bank Nifty still consolidates. Okay, Bank Nifty is still consolidating in between these zones. So while our positions are still running in profit, okay, Bank Nifty is still showing some kind of consolidation. Mid cap Nifty just filled the gap and it's not closing above that zone, still showing some kind of rejection over 10,422. Okay, so this is the area where it fills the gap exactly. So this is how technicals work. But I was actually planning for a bull entry since morning when this triangle got broke. Okay, so since morning it was forming a kind of triangle, but it consolidates. So now even though it's showing some kind of bullishness, our major sectors, the banking sectors, Bank Nifty is, even though it's trending, today's momentum is, I think it's almost going to end. And let's wait till 3 for a good momentum. Okay, around 145. This was the zone where we were having a good entry point. Okay, just like a flag pattern we can see here, and this was our entry point, which we, yeah, that was before our live. Okay, so we didn't enter there. Okay, even though when the market is once again, if it come to this zone around 46 820, we can again go for a, we can plan for a long position for our night game strike like 46 700 or 46 600. Okay, so let's wait. Heat maps are still good. Okay, only the banking sectors are still in the green. And while coming to our OI stats, Nifty is still showing some kind of support. So Bank Nifty is the put, the put writings are more. And in mid cap Nifty also, if we see mid cap Nifty, yeah, slightly the put writings are more, which means that it will take kind of support. Okay, see, this was our entry point, but we missed that. Okay, so we are planning for another one. See, it's a pure consolidated market. Even though this in a 3 minute, we can see the market is still in a range bound. So it's not going, it's not sustaining. Yeah, ahead of the zones. Okay, it's not still, it's still trading between these zones. So as an option buyer, we're not able to find one, even though after our entry there will be decay. The momentum will not be there. Okay, so even if there were good entry points like this, where we can catch a good momentum in the on the immediate next candle, but now it's not the case right now. So we are Bank Nifty is also getting strength. See, so we missed our entry points. So that's why we were not able to enter. If we entered here, we will be able to catch a momentum, not fully, because there were also candles that showing some kind of indecisions. Okay, so still our positions are still gaining. It's almost around 38,000 profit, and it's currently running. Okay, so in Nifty also, yeah, the moment had already happened. Entry points were missing over here. Entry points was around 140. We have got a entry point, but due to the consolidation, there will be decay in the premium. Okay, we can't get a good momentum like this as we get now, because this type of candles were missing on the call side. Okay, so yeah, mid cap Nifty is actually falling back. So in the top down analysis we can see that there is a resistance over this zone where the market bank nifty show a kind of rejection on 21st, which means yesterday, right? It's around 46,970 range, near to 47,000. So even if it continues the trend, we can see a rejection just above the current levels. Okay, and it is still supporting our trend line. It is coming down. So anyway, the overall trend, as the overall trend is up today, we are not looking into a short position. We are only trying to figure out some kind of call side opportunities. Yeah, but mid cap nifty and dollar may be ending with a sideways market or it consolidates. See how the how yeah, just see the formation. So even though it's in a 3 minute, just see the type of candle, a kind of indecision happening. Good Marboso green candle immediately, then one red candle. Just after that, just opposite to the red candle, another green candle happen, and it's alternatively it's forming, right, without any kind of pattern. So we can just tell it as a indecision, pure indecision. And in bank nifty, the one thing that we always need to keep in mind, that always enter at the right moment. Okay, the entry point and exit point really matters. It is having the real importance, like our risk reward ratio and position sizing, especially in option buying. Okay, so we are actually looking for an option buying opportunity today, but yeah, one or two we already missed something. Okay, so yeah, we will just discuss you with one of our morning trades that we uh, took here already. Just like yeah, it was an 1 minute entry over this zone. Okay, we consider this as an inverted head and shoulder, and inverted head and shoulder is a trend reversal pattern, and from this shoulder we just go for an entry, and the first target was this gap filling. Okay, this was our entry point, and the gap filling was the target, and just below this zone, and it was almost around a 1:3 trade. Okay, so this is, and we didn't use any kind of indicators for this, only technical analysis was the reason for this trade, just because of a 1 minute inverted head and shoulders. Okay, so even though we just see whether a flag will happen here, but in the first bounce itself it just went high, so we don't have much confirmation for that. Okay, so in the after hours or in the late hours or in the second half, we can't much rely on this 1 minute time frame, so we just shifted to higher time frame, and here we only get one swing. Okay, and as the mid cap nifty and bank nifty was not supporting, even though we are in a bullish stage, we didn't execute any orders. Okay, so if it this the time frame is now 5 minutes, and if you see the bank nifty candles, just these portions, you can see that it's a kind of consolidation and indecision, and the premiums will be highly volatile in these zones. Just like here we can see a inverted hammer, next to that a kind of hammer, even though it's a doji kind, but it's having a higher lower, a longer lower wicks, which means a buyers are more. Whereas in the previous candle we just saw the presence of sellers. Alternatively, we are seeing buyers and sellers in a random way, and the premiums will be moving so violently to both the sides. Okay, so we didn't land on a safer side for a call today. So yeah, that's it. And yeah, if you are looking for a sell side, we have opportunities, but today we are more focusing on buy sides. Okay, so the morning trend just finishing is to it's almost to end. It's already 2:30, but we are still waiting for one more spike to happen either direction. And yeah, Nifty is just going high, but unfortunately we didn't get any entry points in Nifty. Okay, Nifty is still shooting up. Well, again coming to buy Nifty, yeah, buy Nifty is just consolidating between these zones, and as the overall trend is green, we're not looking for any put side trade from this zone. Okay, the buying setters are still green. It's a kind of resistance over this zone. Yes, we'll still consolidate mostly. It's having a resistance. So Nifty is having a resistance. A pivot level R2 is in 22,151. Maybe it respects and will gives a slight pullback. And buy Nifty also, it's still going bullish. The momentum is still there. Mid cap Nifty stands consolidating. Okay, so we are finally focusing back to Nifty and Bank Nifty, right? And these are the current positions running uh, in our Livelong wealth count. See, Nifty also started showing some kind of rejections near to our zone. Zone means near to our pivot level. Okay, which means that uh, people started booking their profit after this momentum. So this is all with Bank Nifty. We need to wait till our opportunity comes. Okay, we can't randomly enter here and there. Okay, so the entry point and exit points are the most important thing, like risk and risk reward and position sizing in option buying. Okay, so always be careful while analyzing the charts and finding the entry points. So even though it's a trending day, we can't enter in between. Okay, why? Because in one candle itself, so as you know that the volatility is so high these days, right? So we can't much rely on that. See, if we this was our entry point which we missed, and now it's already in a good position. Nifty is also showing some kind of rejection right now. Let's see how much it will come. Yeah, I just plotted a kind of Fibonacci over there in a 3 minutes candle. Okay, and yeah, Nifty is actually reversing right now. Nifty is actually reversing, and uh, Nifty is actually reversing and just showing some kind of, yeah. We need to see. We need to see whether it respect this level or not. Sadly, from that zone, it is reversing. So here we just plotted a trend line of this zone. Just connect this one, and here it got breaks. Now it will act as a flip zone or a polarity zone. We are assuming that it will act as a support over this zone, and it already support. It took some kind of support from our Fibonacci level of 0.236. If it comes below this 22,100, you can plan an entry. Yeah, so you can just go for 2200, so it may go down as the momentum is a bit higher. Yeah, let's see the 22,120, so we can go for 22,000 CE, 22,000 Mars, 28,000. Yeah, this one. Right. Go for two lots. Okay, so for intraday, let's see, let's sustain or not. Still showing some kind of weakness. It is 278 right now. It's 277. Let the candle closes. Okay, then only we will get a confirmation about the movement. And as the Bank Nifty is in a resistance, there are chances that the market will show some kind of dip, and that will also reflect in Nifty. So yeah, let's see that. The Nifty is actually falling. Yes. So by seeing the first candle, sorry, the first half of this candle, the 5 minute candle, we thought that it was a strong support candle, but the thing is, things just reversed. And here at this support, we will plan an entry, a small entry over this on 274, and we will just we are just entering. Yeah, let the candle come finishes. Okay, the candle finish, and we will take the decision wisely. See, it's falling actually. My Nifty is also rejecting exactly from our trend line, right? So profit bookings are going on right now. And this line is a Fibonacci retracement level. It's a tool that we are using right now. That is just reversing right now, and we will plan for an entry around 272, and if Nifty is still. Okay, so actually it's not a good zone to enter. We have only one confirmation, and yeah, it will be a huge risky entry. Why? Because we can see kind of imbalances also here. So we don't know how much, how till it will sustain. We can't expect a good momentum. So we'll just watch, and still I'm not convinced with the levels. Why? Because still Bank Nifty is under this resistance, and it didn't close above our zones, right? Or our trend line. So we got a spike around 2 to 4 rupees only, but still it is consolidating. So anyway, anytime it can reverse. So likewise, someone told that the market climbs through, stays, and jumps out of the window, right? So if some kind of reversal comes, it will be huge. So just be careful. And here my confirmations are just this trend line and this Fibonacci levels. That's only confirmation, and that's not a valid one. Okay, so better stay away. I'm just planning only. I'm just only planning for this entry, but I'm not fully convinced for that. Why? Because the supporting factors like Bank Nifty is still under this trend line. Okay, even though it tries to break out multiple times, there is no enough momentum for that. Okay, see what happens to the Nifty. It again came under 272, which was our buying price. So while looking to a higher time frame also, it's still in red. Let's see. Again, it's a kind of consolidations happening here. Even though it is showing it, yeah, you can see the reflection in the premium prices. Our strike was 22,000, and the current price is 22,138. Even though the there was a green candle, right? There was a good green candle which just happened before. Then also the premium sustains above our earlier price 272. Okay, so it's not good for option buying is actually. Yes, so better we can watch, and if there's some good entry points appears, we can enter. So that will be a wise entry. Okay, staying away from consolidated market or staying away when we are not having a good kind of setup is also a quality of a good trader. Okay, so we need to accept the fact that we are not having any good kind of entry points. So I already told you that why we are not looking for a bearish momentum, why? Because the overall trend is bullish today, right? So that's it. Yeah, the market falls and our analysis was right, and yeah, the price starts falling. and our P&L, yeah, our overall P&L is increasing. Yeah, during when our live starts at 2 p.m. it was around negative 16,000, the unbooked P&L, and now it's trading at profit of 41,000. Okay, see the premium is still consolidating. This is a 1 minute chart. It's showing huge fluctuations here and there, right? See, the candle just formed a good green. Yeah, it's formed a good green candle, but still it's only a 1.5 rupees upgrade from our entry price 272. It's almost around 2 minutes, 2 to 3 minutes where we plant our entry. So for option buyers, you need to wait for a good setup. So once your setup comes, you must fix your entry points wisely. And once the moment started from the entry point, your planned entry point, don't try to enter in between aggressively. Okay. So once a movement happened, it's not for you again. Okay. So you just lost it. Accept the fact that you missed the entry point and never try to enter in between. Okay. See, even though another candle just formed gap up, the premium is still only 2 rupees higher, 2 or just 1.5 rupees higher. Okay, and our strike was in the money. Our option buyers always mostly go for in the money options because to avoid from to stay away from decay, and because the fact that it has more delta. Bank Nifty is not still supporting. It's a kind Bank Nifty is showing some kind of weakness, and just see once more we can see the OI. For the Nifty, yeah, still the put side writings are more. Bank Nifty also put side writings are more. Let's again look to mid cap Nifty. Mid cap Nifty is still consolidating. Okay, so even though it is forming a structure like by making higher highs and higher lows, still it's consolidating for a derivative trader, for an option trader, for an option buyer, especially for an option buyer. It's not good. We need a trend either down or up, right? So same is reflected in Nifty also. It is still consolidating around our price points. So we are not having any kind of entry points for buying. Okay, and I already explained to you the logic that why we are not going for a put side by us our entry points. Okay, sorry, today the overall trend is on a bullish side, so that's why we are not going for a put side trade today. So just by seeing the chart for the first time itself, we can see the market started here and just reversed. It is still sustaining with higher highs and higher highs, higher lows. Okay, so this is not a good zone. It's a good zone or a good area for making an entry if we get a good opportunity. There should be a good opportunity. There should be a pattern or technically supporting zone for the entry. Okay, yeah, we can see a 3 rupee. Yeah, just only a 3 rupee spike in this zone. But we can't rely much on that. Why? Because mid-cap Nifty is still consolidating and Bank Nifty is also on a resistance. It didn't sustain above this one, above this trend line. It is still supporting this trend line. Yeah, now it is taking some kind of momentum, but still we cannot see the reflection in the premium movement. right? So for an option moment, so for an option buyer, we need momentum, right? Okay, we need momentum to ride our positions. So staying away from the market without making trades or without entering into the trades is also an intelligent move. So there you are actually saving your capital. Okay, you're actually saving your capital. Yeah, now we got a movement. We got a movement around 14 to 15 points. But the thing was that our supporting factors were not that satisfying. That's why we didn't go for a call option. Yeah, now it went high. Yeah, exactly. And now it went high exactly from our point. But the thing is that it was consolidating. Okay, but it was not convincing for us. So we didn't took any entry. I explained you the setup why we are not taking any kind of entries, because we are just seeing an opportunity only after 4 to 5 minutes, and the strength is very low. The strength is very low for that momentum. This is not what we are expecting for a good buy. Yeah, now it's gaining. Now it is gaining to 292. From 272 it reaches around 292, and it supports our analysis here. It supports our analysis to 94, and it's going higher. So the same kind of reflections we can see in the mid cap also. Okay, in the mid cap also we can see this kind of reflection. So it is taking support from exactly from our zone. So exactly from this trend line we can see a kind of momentum. 292. So 20 rupees premium moved from our entry point, right? This was our movement. But the thing was that we are not much convinced. We are not much convinced with our supporting factors because Bank Nifty was consolidating. Yeah, now it went. Now it went, and the premium spikes is going on still here. So this is how technicals works. Okay. So we are always looking forward to probabilities, right? We are always looking to probabilities, and here exactly it works. And as an option buyer, we can't risk more. Why? Because our supporting factors we should have convictions, but our technical should also support us. Okay. So again, our strike price was is coming down, and this pullback is driven by Bank Nifty. Bank Nifty is having a double confirmation or a double resistance over this zone. One is this R1 pivot point, and another one is this horizontal support, sorry, horizontal resistance, where the market just showed some kind of rejection yesterday. And if we just extend to the left, we can see this area was previous a support and resistance. It was a respected zone since March 14th. Okay. So it is sustaining about around this zone. Okay, so I hope everyone understood the reason why I didn't took the entry, and there was a chance that if we risk some of our capital, yeah, easily we could earn some figures. But for me personally, yeah, there is also a personal mindset. Okay, for me it was not much convincing. Why? Because our supporting SWOT was not acting strong. Mid cap nifty was consolidating and bank nifty was also under a rejection zone. Okay, so that's why I didn't took an aggressive entry. So this is the mid cap nifty. Mid cap nifty is also trying to give a breakout. Okay, so it almost went up to 20 points in nifty. It almost went up to 20 points. Just still coming down, so I will show you the power of the analysis. Okay, so by nifty it is exactly taking after this breakout in the same candle also show some kind of rejection. It is now sustaining under the R1, which is the pivot line around 46,926, and the time is almost 250. Okay, so this was our entry point, and the price is now okay. This was our entry point, and the price is now sustaining above this, and the premium melted. The premium melted, and it again came back to our starting point, like our buying price 272 exactly. Even though the market is high, so the thing is that we should be quick. So this momentum should happen in minutes. Okay, no. So if you are a buyer, you who are looking for a quick momentum, we can't wait so long because we are fighting against theta decay. All the option buyers are fighting against theta decay, right? See, 262, it went to 262, it is going down. So the thing was that I was expecting this fall to come from this zone. Okay, why? Because we are having two resistance here. One is pivot and this downtrend line. So I was expecting this reversal to happen from here, but actually in real it happened from the above resistance, top resistance. So the entry point was not convincing for me. That's why I didn't took a trade. Okay, so staying away from the trades also a kind of wise decision. Okay, so there you are actually saving or protecting your capital. Okay, so let's wait. Okay, Nifty is again showing some kind of supports. Just come. Here it is coming back again. So while seeing this candle, we can see that the first candle show show an indication of an inverted hammer, right? So and second candle is showing is giving us a hammer. So it is also a kind of indecision where we need to stay away from the market. So option buyers we need a trending market, and for me it's not getting a convincing entry point. Okay, so buy Nifty and Nifty both are, so inverted head and short. Sorry, inverted hammer and a normal hammer is going on right now. So if we don't see this kind of candles here, okay, so this is an inverted hammer which is showing the presence of sellers, right? So if the market breaks up with some kind of hammer or a bullish candle, and if it sustains here, we can easily go for a call side option. Okay, you can go for a call option, but the thing is that it is showing a inverted hammer with a huge wicks on the top, which means that there are more sellers. So even if this candle sustains above this one, we don't know in this zone whether the market can sustain forward. Okay, so the same thing can be seen in Nifty also. So yeah, we can't see any kind of, can't figure out a kind of good entry points over this zone. All we need to do is just I'm trying to figure out some kind of entry points, but it's not convincing anymore. So for buying Nifty, the put side writing is still high. It's not reversing. For Nifty also the same. Okay, so while again coming to this heat map, it is still maintaining the levels. Okay, so let's watch the market till it give us a good opportunity for buying. The option chain also we can see that the side is still high, and here we can find a kind of head and shoulders is actually in formation. And then head and shoulder is, as we know, that it is a trend reversing pattern, right? Head and shoulder is a trend reversing pattern, and the current trend is right now it's an uptrend, and the reversing will be, it will move towards a downtrend. But the thing is that even if we go short from this shoulder, we have multiple supports, yeah, like this, where the market already took some support over this trend line, right? So this is a strong trend line which we can see, and there will be immediate supports just below this one. So we can only plan, if we can only plan for a bearish momentum once the market breaks this zone. Okay, so this will act as a neckline of a head and shoulder. This zone will act as a neckline. but still we are not able to find out some kind of good momentum area. So even though we get one by watching the overall market and the overall sentiments, we are not able to join in that move. Okay, so yeah, it start falling. It start falling. Yeah, it is falling right now, and it is 22. If you look for 22 300 PE, 300 PE, it's almost around. It's almost trading at 168. Let's see the price movement. It's already almost trading at 168. Still, yeah, exactly at this neckline it is taking some kind of supports. Okay, so if it breaks down, let's wait for it. If it is, even though it is a uptrend today, it is forming a good kind of trend reversal pattern. A good kind of head and shoulders is forming right now, and one shoulder and one head is already formed, and we are waiting for another shoulder to form, just like this. And if the pattern fulfilled, we can go for a put with a small or a tighter stop loss. Yeah, I think we will not be able to will not be able to enter in that trade by, because yeah, the momentum just started before forming. Yeah, from 164 prices are still moving with a huge momentum. Okay, so this is the put side, right? And still we are not having a confirmation. Why? Because we are looking at a head and shoulder pattern to form. But it only formed one shoulder and one head, and another shoulder is missing, which was our entry point. So we are missing so much things, but don't worry that we are not entering. Why? Because we don't have a convincing entry point. Okay, so and it is highly volatile also. It went up to more than 180. Now it is trading at 170 and below. Okay, so we are actually saving our capital right now. Okay, so that's it. It's a tricky day very much. Because mid cap nifty, which has the expiry today, is still sideways. See, in a single candle, the prices are still fluctuating. So for bank nifty, while looking to bank nifty, still bank nifty didn't give us a good trend. Okay, so it is not giving any good trend. Right now, it is still manipulating. So many kind of manipulations are going on. So even though we didn't took any entry, we saved our capital. Okay, so that's it. Let's wait. Don't think we will get a good momentum hereafter. It's already 3 o'clock right now, and the mid cap nifty is more likely to end with a consolidation. And this bilateral pattern is likely to break down. Nifty 22 10,400 is almost around 99, and let's see whether if it breaks down this one, we can just try out one option. Okay, for that, but the prices are not moving right now. we need the candle to get close. Okay, even though it is showing a good kind of rejection, a bearish candle right now, it's a 5 minute candle, and we have 1 more minute to the candle get closed. Okay, so and this is a support zone actually, so we don't know how the candle will end, and by the end of this minute only we can identify the character of this particular candle. So, and the bank nifty is also in a rejection zone, and it is falling. Okay, so let this candle just end, and in 15 minutes we can see that the market is taking support from the zone. It is still breaking down with good momentum, but the premiums are not actually spiking. Still manipulating right now, so we can't see any kind of entry points right now here. It's still sustaining in the same price level. Okay, see our level exactly got respected, because in 15 minutes we can see a kind of support over this zone. Okay, we are not like drawing some kind of line, we are actually marking it as a zone right here. So we can see as the market just supported exactly from our zone, and here, yeah, for an option buyer we are missing a good opportunity today. Well, because the related factors like bank nifty and mid cap nifty was not supporting our entry on nifty, and it's a huge volatile market. Sorry, it's not volatile, sorry, it's a consolidated market right now, and many kind of indecision candles are going on right now, so mostly we'll be missing lot. Okay, mostly we can't see any more good moment here after it's already 3 p.m. I think let's wind up this live trading session for the day, and I hope everyone understood why what are the decisions that makes us to stay away from the market. And yeah, that's it. So thank you once again. And our profits are still on 42,000 now. So at 2 o'clock it was around 16,000.